Namaskar, welcome back, guys, in Shah's Corner. This is episode 13 of our catching up series, and also we're at the final month of this year. We're recording this on 4th of December, and you'll probably be watching this on 5th or later. And the games are coming continuously. Most notably, this year we had a few games that are continuously coming from last month to this month and more to come actually. And while many of them are interesting, incredible, we're taking a look at the future of what is going to come. But before that, some notable mentions of the games that have been released this year. In previous months, we have Star Wars Squadron, we have Assassin's Creed Valhalla, we also saw Remnant from the Ashes. Also continuing on, we had in this year Phoenix Point, that's a year-on edition. Then we had Immortal Phoenix Rising, went live yesterday. Congratulations to Ubisoft for that. Godfall, Watch Dogs Legions, Amnesia Rebirth, Crisis Remastered. These are some of the notably games that have been went live this year. At the end of this year, we will have a video containing all the games that have gone, all the major, all the good games, all the enjoyable games that have and will be live. That video I'll be doing around 31st. So we'll see what other games have been coming live and not. But right now, let us go into what information we have got this last 2 weeks regarding what is going to come in the future. We have Bliss Unleashed. We played the first closed beta test up to a point in Bliss Unleashed, and we have a video on that regarding all the functions of Bliss Unleashed. Now, we will have another beta test coming up, and the registration page for it has went live here. We have until 10th of January for the pre-registration. Just put your email, put the boxes on tick here, and pre-register. Do get the key, put it, and you'll get these three interesting things. Well, first of a title, Baker of Games, Golden Henodon Mount, and 50k Starseed plus 200k gold given to those who will be registering for this test, possibly in the main game when that goes live. And while this is happening, we have two newsletters from Bliss Unleashed regarding the changes they have been doing in our PC version, and let us go through the notes. First of all, we have skill input changes. The hold mode went to toggle, so basically we can toggle, like tap instead of holding a button to activate the skill. Here you can see the previous method, which was holding. So in this version, we have to hold the C key to have the skill continue for the duration. However, From now on, we won't have to do that. Just toggle it. Now, depending on how players like it, some people like hold buttons, some people like toggle buttons. For example, I like toggles, but it also depends game wise. So maybe it would be good if they allow us to do this toggle to hold change through the settings, like whether we want it to be a toggle or we want it to be a hold. Uh, we can change that, but I don't know whether it will be something that will be in the future, but this will go into the feedback definitely. So something to keep my brain on. Next, we have customized controls. So, yep, uh, we can customize mouse controls and all that. All the many mouse keys we have, we can get a work on those. Um, sprint more improvement, we have the sprint key, sprint control change to hold instead of a toggle. So before we press the sprint key and it will keep sprinting and it ends when the stamina runs out. Okay, stop moving. Now we will only sprint when we are holding the sprint key. Releasing it will stop the sprint. Direction can be changed while sprinting, but if the sprint key is held down and there is no movement operation, sprint is cancelled. So, okay. We will have a walking or running mode switch. So basically, we can walk instead of run all the time. Depending, like these kind of goes into taking screenshots or making a position video or something like that. These are can have some interesting results as well. Uh, we'll have an additional auto run toggle key as well. So basically, tap the key and your character will automatically run towards the direction you're facing. Then, okay, so we had a slot system that was basically a scrolling thing, uh, changes towards whatever is coming. You remember how we use the potions and stuff like that? We just press the key, it changes until it's at the slot and we can use it. Now we will have a slot method where basically items and potions are listed in 5 slots. So players can use the items using the shortcut keys without having to scroll them. So more user friendly. Uh, there will be a path guiding option. So basically, as you can see, these colors will be on your way path, whichever way you have to move on. This will show basically you don't have to open your map every time to see where exactly you're going. And that's a good thing. More quality of life changes. Then skill UI change. You can see the left skill UI and the right skill UI how it will be in the future, or rather how it will be when we see the next beta test. I'm guessing this is more user friendly to me at least, especially for PC. This is more of a console setup. Now, next one. So, lower dungeon entry levels. So, basically, between level 10 to level 30, there will be more dungeons to play, basically, instead of like having 3 dungeons on the entire level gap. We'll have probably more. There will be more playability. The Crusader class. Okay, so specific class changes. Okay, interesting. Basically, some more changes on the class. Then we will have attack speed changes, faster combat pace, uh, button combo changes. So instead of three button combos, we'll have two button combos from now on. As we can see the changes from a bash combo which had a RMB on the end, we will have R. So all the end button combos now will have R instead of another RMB. That will be good in a way that you won't completely mess up something. But since it's end RMB, I'm not exactly sure how fast it will be. But we'll see. We'll see in the game actually how these changes are, whether they are productive or counterproductive. We'll get to see in the next beta test. Basically, that is more of it in a sense. Regarding Plus Online, will this will be good changes in the game or bad? We'll see. Obviously, more changes to come in the future, and we'll keep you updated. So, as Cyberpunk 2077's release date is coming nearer and nearer and nearer, so basically 6 more days until we get our hands on Cyberpunk 2077, we have the release window map here. So this tells us around to the time when the game will go live. We have some pointed marks in Los Angeles, Mexico, New York, Bogota, Brasilia, London, Paris, Cairo, Moscow, Warsaw, Istanbul, Dubai, Johannesburg, Beijing, Seoul, Tokyo, Singapore, Sydney, and Wellington's time period. So if you are not in those areas, you can of course take a reference point and see what is your time. Uh, Basically, I will be getting this game around December 10th, late night, basically. Uh, yep, possibly late night. Uh, and we'll see a Cyber Night, basically the kind of show the CD Projekt Red Cyberpunk team will be organizing, and probably goes live on Twitch and their Twitter handle and all that. So it will be quite a bit enjoying times. Now remember, this time is for PC and Stadia. The PS4 and Xbox will basically go live at midnight, as they have said. So 6 more days, and we're at the end of every preparation. Let's have fun. On December 9th, we will have Phantasy Star Online 2's episode 6 basically coming live. In our last video, we had discussed what is going to come in episode 6 in a brief, and the current ongoing Road to episode 6 events and updates where we are getting more prepared in our characters to tackle the content of episode 6. In episode 6, as we had discussed before, we'll have the new storyline. We'll have our player cap raised to 95, the two new classes, Phantom and Etoile, new summoner pets, new EQs or UQs, the risk exploration, arm extension, ultra hard mode, quest difficulty, arc missions, rising weapon badge 5 gears, the two new enemy types, seasonal events, mission pass, and a lot more, as you can see here. take a look at the page in the descriptions, and the slot is really small. And you'll understand why, because basically right now we have Cyberpunk 2077 launching on 10th, and the day before that PSO2's episode 6 is going to launch. Now what else is there in the future? Let us take a look. Of course it will have to be Final Fantasy 14. Why not? Because on 8th of December we're getting future rewritten patch 5.4 of Final Fantasy 14. Let us take a look at the trailer.
To be received by such an illustrious cast! I am Fan Daniel, and may I say what a pleasure it is to finally make your acquaintance.
Early reports say huge swathes of the Imperial capital have been reduced to rubble.
If you mean to achieve that which eluded even the storied Allagans, it seemed plain that you would require my expertise.
A mere drop in the ocean for the great sorceress Matoya, I dare say.
Tis of the essence that we establish the full extent of the threat, not least if it should prove that Xenos doth indeed orchestrate events from the shadows.
What in the world is that? A tower.
Though his is a power born of the desire for salvation, we have seen the havoc it may wreak. And it falls to us to ensure that it is never again brought to bear upon this star. We shall draw your memories from you.
Whatever stands in our way, we will never give up hope.
What? Why would you want such a thing?
I'm different, you see. From the ancients who clung to dear life, and from you.
Your time draws near. Farewell, servant of light.
And that was the trailer for Future Rewritten patch 5.4. Let us take a look at the preliminary patch note. What is coming? First, we will have the main scenario quest at the Rising Stones. For those who have completed Reflections in Crystals, the last main scenario of the previous patch 5.35. And this will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 main quests. Basically, a lot of time spent to watch the story and enjoy. Then we'll have the Sorrow of Worldlet Chronicle of the New Era quest, which have uh, 2 quests here. We'll have another Aiden raid. Basically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quests from there. So we'll have Agent's Promise. And Yoha Dark Apocalypse will also be getting a quest. This is probably a continuation quest that will bridge between the current Puppets Bunker storyline to the upcoming and the last slot of the next raid. As generally Alliance raids have 3 raids in their quest line, so of course I'm guessing in the next patch we'll have the final raid for the Yoha Dark Apocalypse series. That's of course guessing. Then new role quest will be added. The Crystarium. Interesting. We'll see what that quest is more about. New side story, which is the Void quest line. Wow. Okay. Okay, interesting. The Void series. Okay. Then we will have more new chapters added to the New Game Plus. So you can see here, turn of class quests and all that. Treasure hunt. So at Legia, there is a new portal appear and new treasures will be found. Interesting. Level requirement 80. Eye level sync is 5 of 5. 8-player party. Okay. And continuing on. Wow. So rewards for the Gilder Skin treasure map and Zoner Skin treasure map will be adjusted. Okay. Grand and free companies will be getting new craftable items at the free company workshop. New voyages will be added and submersible rank will be increased to 80. Timer for auto demolition will resume on this patch, so make sure you at least go back unless you want your house to be destroyed. Of course, new furnitures will be added, and I like this one. I'll probably put one of these in my house. Okay, more and more furnitures. Great. The orchestral rolls will be added. The aquarium fish is added. This is basically a big shark. New seeds for flower pots will be added. Carnation seeds are sold at the material supplier. Then changes at the triple triad. Not something I really like. I never liked triple triad. Take a look at this, and there will be tournaments. Okay, open tournaments and all that. Take a look. Those who like triple triad, I myself never liked this. Then Doman Mahjong adjustments. So a lot of minigame adjustments are going on. In terms of miscellaneous. Okay, trust windows. Prizes available in exchange of clothes, gold certification recommendation, and all that have been adjusted. Available trial for Fox Hollows, the Unreal version of the dungeons. Right now it's Arc of Amphitheater. It will be changing to the Nebal in the next update. After that, another will be changing and all that. So changes in number of fox leaves earned for uncovering illustrations will be increased. For dual base it will be 15, for Getbox it will be 25, and for copper it will be 35. A lot of other changes here. Sound of violin, viola, cello, and double bass has been added, and new challenge log objective added for getting 3k MGP. Participate in an open tournament. The emote has been added. Okay. New idle stance has been added. Of course, the Matoya's relict dungeon. Basically a 4-player dungeon. Eye level sync to 470. level 80 plus, of course. High level sync for Amnesia's Anager and Hero's Gauntlet increased to 500. Okay, Crusteria Marinum trial added, 8 level trial, I level to 480 or above, 485 or above. Okay. Then the extreme mode that has eye level of 500 and above. The Neville will have eye level capped at 435. The 8-player dungeon, I mean raid, basically not raid, I mean the boss fight, basically what the name, but yeah, trial. Right. Then we will have drop rate of Ruby Weaver Trumpet in Citadrift Extreme increase. We can get Ruby Weaver Trumpet for 99 Ruby totems. Eden's Promise 485 eye level requirement, 8 players. Yeah, raid. So more of the Eden gears. Interesting. Eden's Promise Savage mode added. Okay. High level requirement. Eden Promise Umbra Savage item level 500 or above. Eden Promise Litany Savage 505 and above. Anamorpheus 510 and above. And Eternity 510 or above. Of course, for designing 8 players. And consider whatever can be exchanged for what. Okay. All this added to the Duty Finder and Raid Finder, of course. Seat of Sacrifice, okay, and Seat of Sacrifice Extreme will have Echo. Okay. Then Elegant Tombstone of Revelation will be added. 450 Tombstone of Revelation per week now, carrying 2k max at a time. Weekly limitation from Allegory will be removed, and Phantasmagoria will no longer be available as usual, and we can go to Oriana to exchange them. And Goetia will be removed from the game. Right. Then Duty Roulette Expert, we will now no longer have Amnesia's Anager. Instead, we will have the Hero's Gauntlet and Matoya's Relic. And the item level requirement will be increased from 460 to 470. Okay. Level 80 dungeon will have Amnesia's Anager added. Item level requirement will increase from 430 to 440. In Duty Roulette Trial, we have Castrium Marinum. And in Duty Roulette Alliance Raid, we will have Puppet Bunker. In Duty Roulette Normal Raid, we will have the Eden's Promise series, Umbra, Litany, Anamorphosis, Morphosis, and Eternity. And Duty Roulette Mentor will have Matoya's Relic, Custrum Marinum, Eden's Promise series added, and eye level increased to 465 to 485. Of course, from now on, instead of Phantasmagoria, we will get Allegory, and instead of Allegory, we will get the same amount of Revelation in all the duties. And instead of, but poetics will be same. So basically, Phantasmagoria is changing to allegory, allegory changing to revelations. Okay. Stone, Sky, and Sea will have Custom, Marinum Extreme, Eden's Promise, Seas, Savage mode. Fine Lost Pine Cache added to Gangos. Okay. So all these are added to Gangos now. Interesting. Lost Action Mimic can now target all players when undertaking duties. The Bose Southern Front. Field Notes Exchange other category has been added in Field Note Exchange in Bose Southern Front. Okay. And Boza effect in the Boson gear will be renamed to Save the Queen area effect. Whatever. Okay. Then the sacrifice. And new items as we can see here. New recipes. High House Bustle, Rainbow Bustle, Expeditioner's Court, Expeditioner's King, Expeditioner's Tabard, Pentaletus, Thalmel Seal Court, Remy Kek, whatever is that. Tabard and Pentaletus can now be equipped regardless of whether a female character or a male character. Then we have adjustments on certain leg, whether they're hidden or not. Anyway. Ruinous token thingies have name changes, so basically the Ruinous token is cut and now it's changed on whatever is in the bracket, like the blue crafter scrape token or red crafter scrape token, all that. Region and folklore hoppers token, all that. Certain items can now be sold in synthesized mirror and delivery machines. Okay. Rings that could be purchased in exchange of elegant homestone of poetics, allied seals, and centurio seals are now no longer classified as unique. Augmented gears upgraded from those originally purchased with elegant homestone will no longer require upgrade materials. Okay. Meaning it will be adjusted to get the gathering points and teeming waters. Okay. Collectibles. Okay. When fishing, warning message will now be displayed before fish is fully aware of your presence. Nice. More changes in the collectibles. Casserole reduction will have changes. All these a lot of interesting stuff. More fishing holes and all that. Voyage mission details. Savage materia. New mount is added. Wow, this is one hell of a mount. Level cap for this synthesis has been increased from 490 to 510. Chocobo boarding added. Minions added. Wow. Pattern accessories added. As you can see here. New achievements are added, of course, regarding all these interesting stuff. Explorer mode added, so basically we can freely explore a previously completed dungeon and take interesting screenshots. Go cheap poses. You can enter that via duty finder settings. So Monster Switch, Don Meg, Fuchana Revel, Malika's Whale, Mount Gold, Amarot, Twining, Academia Manager, Grand Cosmos, Amnesis, and Leader, Heroes Gauntlet, Matora's Relic, and additional duties will be added in the future updates. Explorer mode allows access to mounts, minion, fashion accessories, job changing, uh, striking dummies, limit breaks, and shortcuts. Okay. Retainer exploration venture level adjusted, added, items added, all that. Duties that can be recorded has been changed. Okay. Previously it was Minstrel Ballad, Hades Elegy, Copied Factory, and Edensburg's Refulgence Savage. Now it's Puppet's Bunker and Seat of Sacrifice Extreme. Color scheme added, another color, different color scheme, dark, light, classic. So now we have this bluish color scheme as well in the classic version. I don't like it. Anyway. Okay. In the version of last year battle, Delubrum Regina Savage, and the addition of a 48 player alliance and patch 5.45 following adjustment have been made. So appearance of HUD in public area after joining an alliance has been adjusted, as we can see here. Ready check. Okay. Now possible to set Omit as a role for all slots in the alliance. Okay. Level sync and all that. So full title of duties in the duty roulette and daily challenge categories can now be abbreviated to expert. So all these duty roulette names have been gone from the will be gone from the uh, list, and now it will be expert or like credentials. Basically, the duty roulette name title will be cut off. Good. Then we have icons here. Whatever is in needed here, we can see there is a tank in need, or there's a healer in need, or DPS in need. This will also be shown. Good. Contact list for journal now be linked to chat log. Interesting. G-codes will have adjustments and more stickers, more UI configuration. Search recipes using this material subcommand can be executed. Search for item subcommand. Warning, okay. Flying mount roulette action has been removed from the action and traits menu and mount guide. Flying mounts will now be also called at random using mount roulette action. Okay. High resolution UI settings to 300% has been added. And a lot of more commands have been added. Take a look at this detailed patch note that is preliminary, not completely detailed in a sense. But wow, this is a lot of information to go through, to be honest. I will linking this in the description below as well. Please go through this. All of you who are very, very interested in the upcoming features rate and patch. And really, what am I going to play? What are you guys going to play? So many games in such a little time window. My god. But it's time to take a look at what is coming up as well. Well, we have from IO Interactive Hitman 3 that is going to come on January 20, 2021. Let us take a look. Also from IO Interactive, we will have another game, Project 007, a James Bond original game that will come probably next year because this is currently in development and we are very much interested to see what they're going to make. Then in the future, we have tomorrow coming Dragon Quest 11 on Epic Games Store. Let's take a look at a few screenshots. Yeah. So, Dragon Quest 11 is coming on PC. Not to mention, on February 3rd, 2021, we'll have the Outriders. So, yeah, a lot of games are going to come. Outriders is quite a looter shooter from Square Enix that we are a bit interested to see what is going to come in the future. Now, that all the future games have been covered here that we currently know of, the major future games that are going to come anyway. Let's take a look on Destiny 2's newsletter this week at Bungie. Of course, before that, let us congrats the winners of this time's World's First Raid Championship in Deep Stone Crypt. Race winning at 5 hours 29 minutes 10 seconds. Altera, Claw, Flux, Senzi, Sieg Dancer, Sotosolis. Congratulations to you all six for winning the world's first race and adding your name to the glory. And this weekend Bungie. So, we have stats for the raids and all that. Day 1 stats on unique raid activity clears when and lunch day plus 10, so after 10 days stats here. Lot of raids. So over 979,680 Guardians unlocked the Lament since the quest went live. Wow. Charity is still going on and I don't know whatever it is. Like, I don't like this concept at all. At all. Like seriously, this feels weird. Okay. So Lord Saladin is going to come back with the Iron Banner and will have, yes, these weapons. And this will be the Iron Banner heals, yes. So on December 8, 9 a.m. to December 15, 9 a.m. on their time. Basically after the, what do you call it? After the patch, after the update, basically. So, yeah, maintenance. Of course, there's the next gen update as well that is going to come. We have frame resolution, frame, and all that details. Prophecy Dungeon will be returning to Destiny 2 on December 8. Okay. D2 Companion app will have bounties. Interesting. New Light will have quite a few issues that will be resolved. Alright. Moment of Lost Weight. Okay, Monument of Lost Lights. Okay. That's the issue there. Collections, badges and armors and all that. Crucible. Needed Mercy Rule for control and clash to prevent it from triggering too early in the match. Okay. Neon Light Exotics, the bug fix and improvements and all that. Okay, console update and everything's here. Go through it, and of course countless known issues and a lot of player related content as well. Yep. So that's it regarding Destiny 2 this week on Bungie. There isn't really much I have to explain here. Basically, more details regarding the upcoming patch. So that is it, guys, for this week's our catching up series. This is a 13th episode and first week of December. We're done here. Let's see what's upcoming in the future. And by the time we'll be doing this next week, possibly, if we get more details and more news and updates and all that, we'll be playing Cyberpunk 2077 and all these majority of stuff we have discussed here. Stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you in the future. Good night.